18 on EA Sports. The Chiefs have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Steelers going up against the Chiefs.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be fielded on the back line. The end zone. Now the rookie from Toledo, this is Kareem Hunt, and he will lose yardage and be backed up. To the 24. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy's sideline, and use him well.
So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell, down to the 25. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there, wasn't it?
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Working from the gun, Mahomes. His throw incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
It's got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
All right, here we go.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And avoids the contact by sliding. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Mahomes now on first down. That's a quick strike out to Watkins. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Being chased out left. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Justin Houston. In there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Here's Dobbs to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. And he fires one incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. On play action, it's Dobbs. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fighting through it, he's got space. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Reminder that coming up later tonight in the national window, we'll see the Giants travel out to Denver to take on the Broncos. And then tomorrow night, it's the Colts and Titans, an AFC South battle from Nashville.
Both of them have designs on winning that division.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They run again with Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Oh, and it's off the mark. Harrison Butker pushed it to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Dobbs now on second down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, Dobbs. Now he's flushed out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say crossed out at the 2-yard line. And tough starting field position here.
Set. Green, 39. Back 99, Billy. Here we go. Hurry up, here we go.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
I got 15. I got 15. All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. They'll leave this for Ware. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jonathan Bostic. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. With it is Brown. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On first down, Dobbs to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He got 29 yards that time. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Flush to his right. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now a handoff. Running left is Bell. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burned the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios, where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, it's Bell. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you've got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that. And
he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run again with Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. On second down, here's Mahomes. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Here's Mahomes to throw. Caught here by Conley. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down when you want 3. Get a little bit closer, making it an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a loss of 2, now third down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He is going to find Hill here. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. Oh, he slipped right by him. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. And they will line up now for the two-point try. Back to throw Dobbs. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. First and 10. Here's Mahomes. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we go.
Mahomes to throw on second down. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Tyson Alualu in there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in 3 plays. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Now Brown. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. To throw is Dobbs. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On second down, it's Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Oh, my, you know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. And they're not going to let him get this one off. We have a whistle and a timeout as they'll try to put him on ice a bit. And they still have 2 timeouts left. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running back, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run now with Ware. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Pass incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. He's back to throw. And able to find Conley. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down. throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Second down following the run. They'll go again with Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Steelers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing here, Dobbs. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.